Today we celebrate this great solemnity of the Immaculate Conception, this mystery by which we believe that Mary, from the very moment of her conception in her mother's womb, was freed from any stain of original sin. From the very moment that she came into existence, Mary was preserved from sin and made perfect, made immaculate, made most pure. And the reason that Mary was conceived without original sin is because of the role that she was to play in the salvation of the world. God was preparing Mary by this grace to fulfill the role that she was to play in our salvation. She was preparing Our Lady to be the mother of Jesus, to be the mother of God. This was her vocation in life. This was what she was called to do. This is what she was created for. This is what she was destined to do from the very moment of her conception. We too have a vocation in life. We too were created by God out of love and are called by God to particular things. We're called by God to love Him in a way that only we can love Him. Every one of us is uniquely gifted and uniquely called by God to live for His glory, to build up the church, to be in relationship with Him. And He pours out on us, like He did Mary, all kinds of graces to help prepare our hearts for that vocation, to help prepare our hearts to, like Mary, say yes to Him when He invites us to things, to say yes to Him when He calls us. And our job is to cooperate with the grace that the Lord gives us, to receive it in our hearts, to allow it to transform us, and to allow it to move us toward a response of generosity, a response of love, a response of obedience to His will. These are the things that Mary's heart was moved to. This heart of generosity, this heart of love, this heart of obedience to the will of the Father. And it was through her response that God came and became one of us, that God entered the world and our salvation was brought to us. Today, as we celebrate Mary, as we give the Lord thanks for this great gift that He gives us of our mother and His mother, we ask for the grace, like her, to be transformed by His grace. We ask for the grace to respond with a generous yes, however He calls us. That responding to the Lord's grace, cooperating with the Lord's grace, giving ourselves to Him in generosity and obedience, we can become, like Mary, the saints that He calls us to be. And we, like Mary, can rejoice forever with Him in the heavenly kingdom.